Alrighty, on to the next boss.
For the third time, Palutena is lying to you. Beat up Plixos. Take their lunch money. And by lunch money, I mean treasure boxes containing god powers. You get yourself another treasure box? What do I get? Treasure box? I get Guardian Orbiters. They're pretty good defensive weapons, but I kind of prefer them in multiplayer when you have someone else doing the shooting and you're doing the defending. Up here!
How is that huge arm enemy moving so fast?
I gave it a healthy dose of Dintos magic. Can't have you getting bored now, can I?
Dintos' magic on this Arum Doze is just flat out mean. It is so friggin' fast, shoots so many lasers, but it does spit out these explosive enemies, which do friendly fire damage on it when they explode. They can also hurt you, so I recommend keeping distance between the two of you so that the explosions don't hit you and it's easy to avoid the lasers that the Doze is shooting. If you detonate it enough times, the Doze should go down without much of a fight. And so all you gotta do is just pump that explosive enemy full of bullets, or in my case arrows, or in your case pickles or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's some ancient Greece weapon that uses that as ammo. That was a very long and drawn out battle of just dodging lasers and shooting the explosions over and over again to make them bigger. So, I hope you don't mind me cutting that out. And I want to run away from these enemies and, trying to okay. If you run far enough ahead, it will destroy the pathway, making it disappear with all the enemies on it. Sounds like Kingdom Hearts having suddenly appearing stairways that disappear as soon as they... as suddenly as they initially appear. This area right here, we have a Juggernaut to deal with, as well as some Trinomites coming out of a Fort Oink. The Fort Oink and Juggernaut are both pretty big threats, so I'm not really sure I want to do with this. There we go, took out the Juggernaut, and then we have these Trinomites to deal with that are coming out of the Fort Oink. As long as you keep on the Trinomites and you don't get distracted easily, you probably won't have that hard of a time. I want to say that so much because I really want to make myself feel better. Just have a good balance between shooting the Trinomites and shooting the Fort Oink, and you should be okay. I'm sorry if this is getting kind of annoying that I'm being, like, very, very cautious and have a very, very weird tone because I'm being very cautious, but I'm nervous, okay? I really, really don't want to get finished twice here because I'm not good at this chapter at all. Okay, Fort Oink is gone, and we have Space Pirates to deal with. Wonderful. Just as wonderful, we have a Nutski to deal with, and a Klaxus. Okay. You gotta wonder if the Arum and the Space Pirates might be related in some way, because they never really tie the two together or relate them when you're in those Arum chapters. Speaking of that, I really wish we got to hear the awesome Arum jazz music over again, because Mysterious Invaders has such great music. I love it. Okay. You got a runaway box over there. Not a runaway guy, a runaway box. And you want to just kind of, well, pursue it. I believe it goes away once all these enemies are gone. How many hits are you going to take, you frickin' Mono-Eye? Holy crap! Like, look at that. Did you see how much damage he took? And he's still alive, even now. Jeez. How many hits is this guy going to take? Like, I remember this Mono-Eye being kind of powerful, but not that powerful. And that piece of meat is all I get for this boss, isn't it? Isn't it? Please tell me I'm wrong. It is. I get nothing else for this boss. Okay. I think it's an easy one. It is!
The Kraken!
I'm back on the pirate ship?
A pretty faithful reproduction, wouldn't you say?
There's stuff here that I didn't notice before. This has to be another one of Lord Dintos' creations, right?
It doesn't matter if it is or it isn't. That Kraken is real.
Why don't you get a little closer to him and verify that hypothesis, honey? I'm sure the Kraken would like nothing more than to turn you into chum salad.
Dad won't be happy. I beat a Kraken once, and I can do it again.
You know, he outdoes himself even now. He created a reset bomb last time and detonated it in the exact same way. But this time, he has made another space. How do you make another space? Just think of that for a second. He created space twice. This guy really is powerful beyond compare. Okay, let's take out all these tentacles and make quick work of him because the Kraken really isn't that bad. Once again, my same strategy applies. Just put up a shield of some kind of barrier, and yeah, just shoot at it repeatedly, and you shouldn't have that much trouble. Wow, I say that and I'm taking damage. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got a little bit careless there, but okay, I'm feeling good. And... Oh, that was it.
That's right, you tentafool!
Tentafool? Nice one, Pit.
Oh, that's good!
All right, that's the last of them. Can I have my new weapon now?
Not so fast. Do you remember the name of this chapter?
Wasn't it the one trial or something?
You're a couple trials short there, Sonny.
Hey there.
Magnus! And Dark Lord Gal? Why are you here with Gal, Magnus?
What can I say? The old god asked me to fight you, so here I am.
Think you'll be able to take the both of us, Pit?
I don't really have a choice. Magnus, that's really you, right?
The one and only.
I was sure you were another of Lord Dintus' creations.
That is the most likely explanation.
It's also the most incorrect. I just invited these two here to help test you.
In that case, I have some questions for you, Magnus. Why were you so quick to join up with me when we first met? And how come you're stronger than any other human I've ever seen? And...
What is this, 20 questions?
maybe.
Well, I don't have any answers for you. I'm only here to test you.
Angel, it's the one of the underworld you oppose, yes?
Of course it is.
Then concentrate on proving yourself, not what we're saying. Hold your questions for after you save the world.
Magnus, your refusal to answer Pit's incessant questions keeps my theory about the Chariot Master still possible. Thank you so much, buddy. So once again, Magnus has no range, whereas Gal is pretty much all range. They fight together in unison, and they can be pretty tough. But that's not what I want to talk about. As I've said before, you want Magnus to be in Smash Bros. 4, and he's the most deserving character. Magnus, I was just saying you should be in Smash Bros. What? You stubborn or something? You're like, nah, I don't want to be in Smash Bros. Angel face. Wow, I made him sound like he's like a pizza guy from Brooklyn or something like that. Yeah, my impressions are all terrible and they all sound the same. Okay, Magnus, oh no, crap. Okay, I could be in trouble here, but I could also get saved right here. Let's see. I'm gonna fire off a Mega Laser, hopefully finish off Magnus, because my Phosphor Bow is not doing much. Oh, yeah, took care of him. Okay. Whichever one you defeat first will drop a Drink of the Gods. It can be Magnus or Gal. However, you do not get a second Drink of the Gods after you fell the second one. So don't be careless. And wow, that's it.
Not bad, face.
Where are you going? Lady Palutena, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to finish you!
Do I really have to fight this imposter? I know you like making recreations, but this is really in poor taste.
Oh, don't get all huffy now. Besides, if that Palutena is a copy, then where's the real Palutena?
Where she always is. Right, Lady Palutena? Lady Palutena?
Time to die, Pit!
Don't tell me that is the...
You're finished!
What? I'm glad I decided to attack.
Unsettling much to start this off. We have Pseudo Palutena. She has similar attacks to when we fought Palutena for real back at her own temple. Pretty much just keep distance between the two of you. I say that as soon as I get close to her and take damage as a result. She can spawn those orbs of light that shoot off their own bolts independently. She has some really powerful range attacks. Those pillars of light particularly hurt. There are openings to use melee attacks, you can see as I'm doing right here, and as soon as I call it an opening, I get hit. I am just jinxing myself left and right here. Let's just be careful about this. Let's fire off some charge shots at her, and hopefully finish her off soon. Okay. Oh, whoa, that laser. Okay. Come on, Palutena. You have been such a jerk to us throughout this whole thing that I could almost actually believe this being the real Palutena, because, seriously, how many times has she tried to kill Pit, or at least almost killed Pit without really trying to? It's just... in a way, we're kind of sort of getting our revenge here, I'll say that much, because Palutena, you are a jerk. Come on. Come on, let me line up this. Nah, I can't quite get the charge shots to work on her quite right. Really want them to. Come on, do you really have that much more health to go? I've pumped you full of... There we go!
At least I'm beautiful.
Good job there, Sonny.
There's just one trial left.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. Here it is, that great sacred treasure.
You're just giving it to me? I don't have to do something horrible first?
That depends on your definition of horrible.
Wait, Don't shoot! Dang! Now this is a trial!
Look alive out there, Sonny! This is a far cry from the three sacred treasures of old, eh? This really is made of pure orichalcum.
Wow! I don't know what that is. Palutena, you're all right!
I don't know what happened. I must have fallen asleep.
What? Since when do you nap on the job?
You can thank Lord Dintos for that little trick.
Why, you're very welcome, Missy. You seem refreshed.
No way! You have the power to put the goddess of light to sleep? This hardly seems like a fair fight.
What Hades wouldn't give to be able to do that. This is the Great Sacred Treasure, and it is very great indeed as we are learning with how much damage it's doing. And as we get near it, this is its most powerful attack! If you are anywhere in that red zone at all, instant game over. Get out of the way of it. Thankfully, it is vulnerable while you do that. It still has the arrow above its head, meaning that you can hit it, and it has a white arrow above its head, which I'm not really sure what faction that is. I guess it technically makes it the only Dintos faction of all. So, Great Sacred Treasure. What is important to do here is just to simply keep moving. Strafing is more important than even dodging in a lot of situations. Dodging's important, obviously, but as long as you keep strafing, you will have probably the closest thing to an easy time against us as possible. Dodge towards it when it launches the cyclones at you, and you should be fine. Just anticipate where it's going to stop moving and fire off your charge shots then. Oh boy, that was the lengthy explanation. So, this thing is really awesome. Makes you want to get behind the wheel of it and take it for a spin, don't you? Unfortunately for us, if we do get a hold of it, we gotta use it to defeat Hades immediately. Can't use it to go out into some celestial parking lot somewhere and pick up Veridi with it. Don't lie. You want Pit to do that. Come on. I mean, this thing is a bigger goddess magnet than the friggin' lightning chariot. Don't lie. It friggin' is. And there we go! We have defeated it!
And to the victor go the spoils!
Nicely done.
Now this is where it's at!
Lord Dintos?
Yep, that's my name.
That was quite a few enemies for 3 trials, wouldn't you agree?
I might have thrown in a few freebies.
Oh dear.
Also, I didn't praise this enough. I didn't praise Dintos enough as a character. You gotta love how the most powerful thing ever is dressed like a hobo or something like that. I don't know. I know he's intended to be a blacksmith, but still. Predator Cannon. Shaking +4 is not bad. Overall defense +4 is really good for where we are. Wow. Okay. Whoa! Those are some nice stats. Jeez. Pycelle, of course, level 1. Can't be anything else. Angelic Missile. Okay. That's it. We have the Great Sacred Treasure. Far cry from the 3 sacred treasures of old, just like Lord Dintos was saying. Next time on Kid Icarus Uprising, the War's End. See you guys then.